Hi everyone, this is Sam from Warhammer Online. So we're looking at the Primaris Redemptor Dreadnought today from Games Workshop. Now this is the new absolutely huge Dreadnought and it looks so much more posable than the previous incarnations. It's got loads and loads of detail on it, and it's got a nice front hatch as well, which looks like you can basically put it in any position and glue it in place. So there's a whole host of different weaponry available as well. So you've got the huge macro plasma incinerator. You've also got I think it's called an onslaught Gatling cannon. Yeah, there you go. There's a small one and there's a heavy one as well, which is that huge one on his right arm. And it also comes with a Redemptor fist, which is an upgraded close combat weapon. Inside the box, we'll take a look at what we get. So we've got a transfer sheet. We've got an absolutely huge base. This thing is massive. So I didn't realise how big this was going to be. I knew the model was big, but if we put this next to a normal Dreadnought base, so this other one is a 60mm base for a Dreadnought. Look at the size difference in that. It must be an 80 or a 90mm. Absolutely massive. So you know from that once it's fully built, it's going to be a big model. It's going to be like a Leviathan scaled Dreadnought. We've got some transfers in here. This is the vehicle transfer sheet, and same quality as always with Games Workshop. These transfers are just getting better and better. Loads of different options to use on the model there. Next we'll take a look at the instructions. So these are full colour, and I definitely recommend following it. Just from looking at how many different bits are on this, you don't really want to go wrong and just guess. So follow the instructions, make sure you're not using glue when you're not supposed to, and build it as it says. I might remove the sarcophagus actually and have a black dragon marine inside that you can actually see, especially since the cockpit opens and it looks like you maybe can slide it in different positions. So I think I might take advantage of that and have an open cockpit. So we've got even more instructions. Hopefully those legs are going to be posable, same as the arms. And yeah, the weapons are just massive. So rules wise, that's the onslaught, heavy onslaught weapon as well. Rules wise, it's 10 power. It's not overly expensive for what it's got. This is generally going to deal with all of the armor that I can, because the rest of my army is very anti-infantry. I need something to deal with tanks and characters, and this one's got the macro plasma incinerator, which is just, it's a heavy D6 weapon with strength 8, minus 4 AP and 1 damage, but obviously you can supercharge it like most plasma weapons, and you can make it have 2 damage and strength 9 instead, with the risk of obviously dying and blowing up in plasma fire, but sometimes it's worth it. So on top of choosing either the heavy onslaught cannon or the macro plasma incinerator, you also get a heavy flamer, and you can switch that for on the normal onslaught Gatling cannon, and on that will basically be attached to the close combat weapon. And there's also a rocket pod and some grenade launchers that you can switch in and out, but loads of options. Now we've got the transfer sheet explanation here showing you where you can place them, and you've also got a guide to the paints and what Games Workshop used for their demonstration model. We'll take a look at the sprues now, and these are very quick overviews. I'm trying just to show you what's in the box and just have a look at what's on the sprue, whether it's something you'd be interested in, and mainly on scale. Let's take a look at the Custodes Dreadnought compared to this. So look at the backpack, how huge backpack is on this Redemptor. I mean, it probably would fit the back of that Custodes, but it's just massive. And look at all the armor plates that are on there. That's the hip joint there, which is just massive. Even the feet, everything is big on this model. I'm interested to see what the weapons are going to be like scale wise, because if that's the foot of a Primaris Dreadnought, let's have a look. This one isn't guns, so this has got cables. This looks like the arm joints and the chest joints as well. See if we can zoom in on this detail. Very, very nice, and I think doing some edge highlighting on that is going to have to be the way to go. So we'll shift that one out of the way and we'll take a look at the last sprue. Now this one has the weapon, so you've got the heavy onslaught weapon. I think that's the heavy onslaught Gatling weapon frame. You've got the heavy flamer that attaches onto the close combat weapon, and then you've got the macro plasma incinerator here, which is just, I've never seen a Dreadnought with a bigger weapon than that before. Massive. So you've got the cockpit, I think it's called, I'm not sure, it's probably wrong, but you've 2 options for that. And you've also got a huge close combat weapon frame there. So big kit. Right, that's pretty much it. It's a quick overview, like I said. Hopefully it's helped you out. Let us know if you're going to be getting one in the comments, and give us a like if you enjoyed the video. If you're not already subscribed, please click the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and you get updates on quite a lot of 40k and Age of Sigmar content, as well as other stuff like Warlord games. We're venturing into bolt action, so if any of those interest you, click the subscribe button and look for the future. But I've got one of these to get on with soon, and we'll see what weapons I give it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.